Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought I would do a how you should do your makeup in the workplace, more or less like a professional setting. For those of you who don't know, my full-time job is I am a special education teacher in the town where I live. And I feel like when you wear makeup in the workplace, the makeup you wear should help you look more polished and put together, especially, if you're going to be dealing with, in my case, I deal with parents, coworkers, I deal with my administration. And so, yeah, I'm going to share my tips and tricks on how I achieve a polished workplace look, or what I feel makes you look more polished in the workplace. And as always, I got my coffee, and so grab yourself on something to drink, and I hope that this video is useful. Also, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And my Instagram will be down in the description bar. My Instagram is Sarah K. Kramer, and I post all things makeup, lifestyle. I'm super active on there. So yeah, I'm so excited to get show you guys my take on professional workplace makeup. So go ahead and please keep watching. Alrighty, so first and foremost, I feel there's three things that can help you look more polished in the workplace. One is that your skin looks its best, or you create the illusion that your skin looks its best. Two, you need to do something with your eyebrows, whether it be you just take a gel, you brush them up with a clear brow gel, you do your brows, you use a tinted brow gel, anything, because your brows are going to be shape the structure of your face. And right now, I don't have my brows done, but if I just take my brows and I just brush them up right there, even just seeing the hairs brushed up, it looks more polished. And last and final is you want something on your lips. Personally, when I see somebody and they're talking to me and their lips are super chapped or just not, they just look like crusty, I'm not paying attention to what you're saying. I'm looking at your crusty, busty lips. So I have chapstick on right now. The chapstick I have is Rosebud Salve. And I'm not saying you need to go out and you need to put lipstick on. I'm saying even go get yourself some chapstick and put chapstick on. It takes 2 seconds. You can keep it in your pocket. And that goes for men as well. So yeah, basically skin, brows, lips. And that's really, what I'm going to focus on today. So to start, I'm going to prime my face. I've been really enjoying the Wet n Wild Cucumber 3-in-1 primer. It is very heavily sensitive cucumber, so if you're not down for that, or you don't vibe with scents, then it might not be for you. Next, I'm going to go in with my NYX Pore Filler. I really like this. This is a great dupe for the Benefit Professional, which I used to use all the time when my parents bought my makeup, but now that I buy my makeup, we ball on the budget sometimes. So I'm going to take a good amount of this. I'm going to want to use this pore filler to fill in any area on my face where I might be breaking out, where I might have larger pores, because it's going to help smooth out those areas. Everybody has their take on how you should look in the workplace. I will say there are times, I work on a middle school campus. There are times where I look like I look like I'm a student. I wear, my Vans or Chucks, jeans, a t-shirt. But to me, that doesn't determine if I'm a good teacher. My makeup, I some days won't wear any makeup. I'll just do my brows, or I'll do, foundation like how I'm doing my makeup today. But I feel if you work in any type of setting, whether it be your first job or your career, you should take pride in your appearance, and you should take pride in how you work. Because I feel like when you take pride in your appearance, it's going to bleed into your work. That's what I meant to say. Also, since I teach special education, I have to be very conscious of even my nail polish color, because if I'm up using, my doc cam, which is this little camera I can put, documents under, my students aren't paying attention to what I'm saying. They're going to start paying attention to what's on my hands. Same thing with my face. if I'm rocking crazy colors, I'm rocking a bold lip, my kids aren't going to be paying attention to anything that I'm saying. They're going to be like, what is on her face? Why did she wear that? And they're going to start asking a million and one questions. And that doesn't just go for students in special education. You know, that goes for students in all aspects of education. And one thing you'll notice is that if you go to, you know, meetings, your coworkers might be thinking the exact same thing, because I know that's how I am. I'm like, why don't they have chapstick on? Like, you know, why are they wearing such a bold eye look today? Why are they wearing false lashes? Now, in regards to false lashes, if you get lash extensions, I love it. I did lash extensions because it literally took off about 2 to 3 minutes off my makeup routine. But I obviously don't have lash extensions right now. I'm talking, don't go rocking like a full fluttery, fluffy, like glam lash to work. Please don't. Unless you work in a place where that's totally cool. But for me, I'm in a classroom. I'm not going to go rock a full fluttery lash, you know, where it's like, oh, she is feeling herself today. It's like, no, I want to look more approachable. And that's what this makeup's going to allow. It's going to allow you to look more approachable. So now that I went on my bird walk, I'm using different foundation and concealer today. I thought I would give my Urban Decay Stay Naked a little break, but it's still, I'm loving it. So I'm going to go in. This is the ColourPop No Filter Stick No Filter Stick Foundation. I'm going to be in the shade Light 67N, which stands for neutral. And I'm not going to go ham with the foundation. I'm going to do 2 stripes on my cheeks. And make sure you bring it down onto your neck. And now I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender, and I'm going to blend this out. I really enjoy this foundation. I feel the convenience of it is very, very nice, considering it's in a stick. So you're not having to dirty up the back of your hands, you know, by pumping it on your hands, pumping foundation on your hands. And this foundation, even though it's in a stick, I find it blends very nicely with a beauty blender. So I'm gonna just blend, blend, blend. And you see me looking to the side, it's because I do have my like mirror, my desk mirror, but I don't need to look in that to blend down. Also, make sure you blend your foundation down onto your neck, please. Because I'm that person in the workplace, I will look, if you have a clear, distinct color difference, I'm gonna look, and that's all I'm gonna be looking at. Sorry, that's the God honest truth. One thing, I know some of you might be like, well, you're talking about not wanting to, you know, be distracting, but you have a tattoo on your hand. Yes, I have a tattoo on my hand. Yes, I'm right-handed, and yes, my tattoo is on my right hand. I've had all my students, so I typically have students 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade because I do special ed. And a lot of my students that I have, you know, they might have like a specific learning disability. They might have, you know, ADHD. They're the lively bunch. I love them. I feel very fortunate that I get to work with these sweet babies every single day. So typically my 6th graders will be like, Mrs. Kramer, what's that say? Okay, it says Jeffrey. Is that your husband? No, it's my grandpa. Okay, and that's it. Also, parents don't really, I've never had a parent really ask. So far, I haven't ran into any distractions with my tattoo. So I have just a nice even base. So next I'm going to go in because, you know, if you're working and you know, have a family like what I have, you know, like me, you might not be getting a whole heck of a lot of sleep. So you're going to need to conceal your under eye. So we're going to conceal today. And I do find that helping to look more polished is you want to have dimension to your face. So I'm going to go with my Urban Decay Naked Skin. This concealer is about to be done. It's like basically done. I should go get a new one. I'm in the shade Light. Can you see that? Light Warm. And I'm going to I'm not going to do it like a heavy conceal under my eye today. And just the littlest bit to bring some brightness to my forehead. A little bit down the center of my nose. And on my chin. So now I'm just going to blend that out. This also, it would be a really great like makeup to do if you are going on a job interview of any sort, whether it be your first job or you're going on an interview for your career. I remember when I went on my teaching interview 4 summers ago, because I'm starting my 4th year teaching here on Monday. 4 summers ago, I was so stressed out how I should do my makeup because I was like, I don't want to look like too overdone, but I don't want to look not done. So this is the makeup that I did. I focused on my skin and my brows, and I wore a very neutral tone lip, and I think it worked out in my favor because I got hired my very first interview. So next we're going to set the under eye. I'm going to go in, as always, with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I really, really, really like this powder. I think it's very nice. It does help add a brightening effect to the under eye. And I'm just going to lightly dust this. Now, for every day, you don't need to be baking. We are not baking every single day. You don't need to bake your makeup for the workplace. Like, you really don't. And we're just going to go like that. Finished. Okay, next we're going to go and I want to set my face because, you know, oftentimes in the workplace it can get stressful. You know, you might be go, go, go. I'm constantly on my feet at work. I very rarely ever sit. So, I mean, you want to make sure your makeup's set in place. So I'm going to go with my L'Oreal Tru Blend powder. This also is going to add just a kiss of additional coverage. I'm really, really liking this powder. I think even on its own, for like a super quick look, which I have a video where I use it on this powder on its own, I really like it. So just set the face. We're good to go. Now, you could, if you want, leave your makeup here, just put on some brows and some chapstick, and you could be, if you're super tight on time, to me, you would be like just fine. You know, your skin is covered and whatnot. But I'm going to take it a little bit further. I'm going to go in with a blush. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay in the shade Corky. It's a really nice peach tone blush. Use natural colors with like your blushes. It's just going to help add just a kiss of color and blend that up. It's going to help to uplift your face. My lighting's all funky. There we go. And I also put a little bit on my forehead. Wonderful. Now I'm going with that same, oh, also, by the way, this is a Japanese. It's just like a fluffy blending, taper blending brush. With that same brush, I'm going to go with my Anastasia contour kit. I've like kind of fallen back in love with this kit. I didn't use it for the longest time, and now I've started to use it again. So now I'm just going to lightly bronze my skin. I am not going to contour at all. We don't need to cut somebody with our contour in the workplace. We don't. Because I also find that when you're like heavily contoured, or your makeup's done very heavily in certain aspects, it can also make you appear, it can be like unapproachable. So you just want to like enhance your natural features. So I'm literally just going between all 3. So there is that cooler tone shade I am going into. I'm going to really tap off my brush and just lightly bronze my skin. Same thing, other side. Tap off my brush. All my baby hairs are starting to finally grow back. Thank the Lord. And now I'm going to take just a little bit more, tap it off my hand, and go under my chin. And down the side of my nose. Now if you notice, I am not being precise with my bronzer. There. Now to me, if you just bronze your skin and then you do brow gel, curl your lashes, you don't even need mascara, this every single day for the workplace would be just, you know, acceptable and appropriate. So now, however, I'm going to want to, basically all I have left is like highlight. So in regards to, you know, for the face is my highlight. So in regards to highlight, if you want to rock a blinding highlight, do you handle business? For me, I don't rock a blinding highlight every single day. I do sometimes, but not often. So I'm going to go in with the highlight in the Anastasia palette. It is a extremely muted highlight. It's just going to add just almost like a healthy skin glow. And I'm only going to put that at the top of my cheeks and above my eyebrow. See, it just adds a very, very, very subtle glow. And if this is like you need more, handle it, like do you. But for an interview, I will tell you, if you're going for a professional interview, because I sat on an interview panel earlier this summer, do not go in with a blinding highlight. Don't go with like a harsh cut contour. Don't go in with like a crazy, lip, because people, that is a part of what, interviewers look at. So less is more, people. Look put together, but don't look like you're about to go ham. So see, it just adds a little kiss, just a kiss of glow. So next up I'm going to do is I'm going to do my brows off camera. I'm doing my brows how I always do my brows. I'm using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Taupe, and then I'm just going to go in with my Ulta Beauty Brow Shaping Gel in the shade Clear, and I will be right back. All right, everybody, so I went ahead and I did my brows. I have been penciling my brows in differently. I'm trying to bring the middle like closer together. So my brows are a little more, for me, on the bold side, but I actually don't mind. Also, I pulled out my little baby hairs and I fluffed up my ponytail. Also, another bird walk. If you're going for an interview, I always feel it's best to have your hair like out of your face. It doesn't need to be completely pulled out of your face. Sorry, there's like a car driving super slow in front of my house. And I was like, who are you? What are you doing in front of my house? But anyways, I do think it's a good idea that you have your hair pulled out of your face. Whether it be, I remember for my teaching interview, I wore my hair just straight, and then I just pulled it up so like out of my face, so like half up, half down. If you want to wear a ponytail like this, I don't think there's anything wrong with having a little bit of volume up on top, and having, like sideburns pulled out very nicely, and then, it just looks more polished. Or you can tuck your sideburns in behind, whatever you may like. But for me, I like to have my little sideburns out, and then I have my ponytail nice and lots of volume. But so, completely not makeup related, but back to makeup. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go in with mascara. I think it's important to find a mascara that doesn't like flake or transfer to your, like right underneath your lower lash line, because that can almost look like, are you crying? Like, what's the deal? What's going on with your mascara? So for me, my mascara that I use every single day, and also really helps to keep a curl so my eyes are going to look nice and wide awake even if I'm super sleepy, is the Tarte Lights Camera Splashes. This is the Lights Camera Lashes, but the waterproof version. And I always curl my lashes even if I'm not wearing mascara, because having your lashes curled, it's going to help give the appearance that your eyes are more open and more awake. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to speed through me putting on my mascara. Then I'm going to, and then when we come back, I'm going to go into detail about, how you should pick your lip color, for your skin tone, or, whatever vibe you're going for, how you should pick your lip, and if you should do like a gloss, a liquid lipstick, matte, satin matte, anything in between. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to speed through my mascara, and then we'll be back to talk about lips. All right, everybody. So while I was doing my mascara, if you notice, I got some mascara on my upper lid as well as a little bit right here. So I'm going to let that dry, and then it will just like flake off. I can use a clean spoolie. You can use a Q-tip if you use a very light hand, but that mascara will just flake right off. So I'm just going to let that kind of chill, marinate, get crusty, busty, and then it's going to go bye-bye. So as far as lips are concerned, I feel it's always best to either do like a liquid matte lipstick, like a longwear lipstick that you're not going to have to constantly be reapplying and is going to look okay for a while. Or if you do a gloss, use a gloss that's going to, you know, be very flattering. And I mean, don't go in with like a purple tone gloss and be like, oh, it's so natural. No, use like a brown tone or like a pinky nude. I personally think you can never go wrong with nudes. If you find that a brown tone nude is more flattering on you, go for it. If you want a more like peachy pink nude, then go for it. Don't do like, I call them like the corpse nude, where it literally looks like you have no lips. That's not going to be flattering. Like, I'm sorry, it's not. I'll say it. It ain't gonna be cute. But if you want to do an ombre type, you know, vibe, or bring dimension, or you want to highlight your lips and you want to use that super light nude just in the center of your lips to make your lips look more pouty, then go for it. So for today, I really like for like everyday wear at work, I actually wear this lipstick all the time, probably maybe 3 to 4 days out, like about average 3 days out of my work week. It's the Kylie Cosmetics shades in the lip liners in the shade Kylie and the lipsticks in the shade Kylie. I do like for my lip liner to be a little bit darker than my lipstick, and this lipstick, this is her new matte formula, and I love it so much better than her original matte formula. Her original matte formula just didn't work for me. I could have my lips as moisturized as can be, but that lipstick formula just did not look flattering on my lips. Her new matte formula though, it works for me. So I found it. I love it. This is also a lipstick that it's like my lips but better, or like my lips but like a little bit healthier looking. So this is a really good lipstick. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to speed through my lipstick. Also with her liquid lipsticks, you don't want to go in, you know, you don't want to go ham with all the lips, you know, the product on the doe foot and just swipe it a million times. You want to lightly dot it, and then you take your finger and you blot it out like so, and you go like this, and that's how how her lipsticks are meant to be applied. So I'm going to speed through my lipstick, and then I will be right back. Alrighty, everybody, so I'm back. I got rid of my little mascara crusties. So yeah, I really like this lip. I think this lip is very flattering. Like, looking at me, like, from afar, my lips look defined, but they don't look overdone. And then up close, you know, it's like, oh, she has something on her lips, but it's not like, I got bright pink, I've got, you know, I'm rocking a bold red lip. So we're not vibing with that. Now, last but not least is you always want to make sure that, like I always do, set your makeup. For me personally, I don't use like a dewy setting mist because I don't have a whole lot of opportunity throughout my workday to blot. And if I use a dewy setting mist, it's going to make my skin look more oily. So I always use, you know, a more mattifying setting spray. Sorry, I'm like totally forgot the word. So, or I just always go with my Decay or All Nighter, this setting spray. I could be in a hurricane and my makeup is not going to budge. So I'm just going to do a couple light spritz. Drench my face. And yeah, that is the final look. My take on professional makeup or teacher glam. So yeah, this is how I basically do my makeup, you know, on a very frequent basis for work, I always do my makeup like this whenever I have a meeting, whether it be a meeting with, you know, like our monthly department meetings, or I have, you know, meetings with a parent. This also be great makeup to do for, you know, for teachers if you're doing like a back to school night, if you're sitting on an interview panel, if you're doing like parent teacher conferences. This makeup to me is very approachable. It just basically enhances my natural features. So yeah, I hope you guys found my tips and tricks useful. I hope you guys understand where I come, you know, where I'm coming from with my opinions. If you do your makeup differently for the workplace, great. Do you, honey? Keep doing it. Rock it. Live your best life. But for me personally, I believe in a more natural-esque, enhancing your natural features type of vibe for the workplace. So yeah, I would love if y'all would like, comment, and subscribe down below. Like I said earlier, my Instagram is going to be in the description bar. It's Sarah K. Kramer. I also will list and link all of the products that I used today. So if you're wanting to get these products yourself, you can. A lot of these products are sold at Ulta or Sephora. I know Kylie Cosmetics is sold at Ulta, so if you like the lip color or the combo, you can get it at Ulta. So yeah, this is my makeup, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys later. Bye!